Howdy everyone, Poltro here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we're doing the hero spotlight for Pikki, the healer of the Cursed Circus. We'll be going over her stats, her abilities, and talking a little bit about this hero, so let's get to it. The stats for Pikki at maxed out come in with hit points at just shy of 29 million, speed sits at 223, armor is 166,000, magic resist is 420,000, magic damage is 2.4 million, and critical hit chance is 39%. As of the recording of this video, the medallion for Pikki is not released. However, when it does come out, you are looking for hit points on this character. There is an ability within her kit that benefits from crit rate, so you could potentially move some crit rate into the medallion as well. But with Marlena's leadership ability, she does ramp up her damage. So hit points keep her alive as long as possible, and her damage will just speak for itself the longer the fight goes on. Pikki's basic attack is Kettle Smash, performs a melee magic attack on one target. Casts Life Theft on the target for 2 turns. The hero who attacks a target with Life Theft casts on them will restore HP equal to 100% of the damage dealt. Their allies will restore half as much HP. Awakening this skill removes healing blocks from all allies. Life Theft effect restores more HP. So fairly nice basic ability, going to be able to heal through it, and when awakened remove healing block, and there is many heroes that can block healing, so not a bad awakening for a basic. Moving on to Pikki's second ability, we have Tea Party. Removes all dot effects from all dark allies. Casts 3 stacks of healer rune on herself. Damage to Pikki except through dot. Or removal of this effect results in dealing 120% of Pikki's basic damage back to that target. Pikki receives 1 stack every time she heals an ally. When Pikki takes damage, all runes are triggered and the effects are removed. Heals the dark ally with the lowest current HP by 12% of their max HP, and repeats the process 4 more times. So fair amount of healing coming from this skill. Awakening this healer's rune cast by this ability cannot be blocked or absorbed. Healer rune stacks deal more damage when triggered. Heals dark allies more effectively when they are at their lowest HP. So just keep in mind that the numbers in the skill are the improved version, so what they become when the skill is awakened, so just keep that in mind. Other than that, has the potential to do a lot of healing. So is healing 5 times essentially. It's always going to be healing the lowest character. So if you have 2 characters, one at 30%, one at 40%, it heals the lowest one. That next character that was at 40% will now be the lowest, and then they will get healed. So it's an even spread on the healing, always ensuring that it's targeting the character with the most critical HP. So really nice to see that. And it also has the ability to deal a lot of damage and dish that back onto a target that hits her. So really good against characters that can deal AoE and aren't necessarily trying to target Pikki. And yeah, you could get a lot from that as well. Moving on to Pikki's next ability, we have Dance of Puppets. Revives 3 dark allies with 40% of their max HP. Revived allies will die in 2 turns. All revived circus performers make a basic attack on the target selected by this ability. The damage of these attacks is increased by 300%. If the number of revived allies is less than 3, then Pikki will heal every dark ally by 15% for every unsuccessful revival. Cooldown of this ability will also decrease by 1, and in clan battles, attacking will reduce the ability cooldowns of all revived circus performers to 0. Awakening this skill revives more dark allies, and the damage of revived circus performers is further increased. So a few things to note about this ability. Number 1, the death after their revival. It works in the same way Dagan does, where he revives orcs and they die. However, we have figured out in testing that if you put a character like Luxuria on the team, she can cleanse all the debuffs on the team, and the death after revival counts as a debuff. It is a debuff. It can be removed and your characters will remain alive. So if you're looking for an interesting 6v6 team in clan battles, Luxuria might be the character for you. And with the ability as well, you may just skim over the fact that it does attack a target, so you need to select the right character before you use it, and you could potentially execute that character. You're getting a lot of a damage on a single unit, but you've got to make sure you're selecting the right character. You may just look at it and forget that part. It's important. You are needing to select a character. Finally, we have Pikki's passive, Slave of Ideas. Like every other circus performer, if she is under the effects of Spotlight, she takes reduced damage, and Spotlight cannot be removed or absorbed. It can only be moved to another circus performer if they're selected as a target from the enemy. While under the effects of Spotlight, each time she takes damage, except from dots, she increases the initiative of allied circus performers by 25%. When Pikki heals another ally, she has a chance equal to her magic critical damage chance to cast one stack of magic drain on a random enemy. Every time this enemy uses a special ability, they lose a random buff. Magic drain is removed after triggering. So it's a little weaker than Magic Absorb from the Van Norths. This is a debuff. It can be cleansed, so just keep that in mind. And other than that, it's a nice little thing to have to her. She doesn't need to be under the effects of Spotlight for that part. Awakening her cannot be selected as a target of counters and support attacks, while under Spotlight, Pikki increases the circus performer's initiative by 25% when she takes damage. So the 25% is the awakened number. It's a bit lower if it is not awakened, so just keep that in mind. So as I mentioned before, as you can see, there is the opportunity to put crit rate on her medallion if you wanted to, if you really think you're going to benefit from Magic Drain. Completely up to you. I still recommend hit points though. I think she's going to be far more valuable, lasting longer in battle, as she will get that damage amp from the Marlena leadership skill. But completely up to you. Let me know what you want to do. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I will answer it to the best of my ability. And wherever you are in the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.